Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back, everybody, to the next run of the Bloodborne 10th anniversary marathon, hosted by Speed Souls, or Souls Speedruns. Whoops. Put money in the jar. But my name is Peanut. Just got done running that abomination of a BL4 race, or at least my half was. But here we got a brand new run. This is probably the first time we've ever done anything like this at one of our events. So we got Blanxz here, gonna take us off. Go ahead, sir.
Well, thank you, Peanut, for introducing me, and thank you to BLT as well for putting together this event. I am Blanxz, obviously, and I run most of the Souls games: Elden Ring, Bloodborne, etc. I also run a lot of LiveSP. But today we're going to be doing a 60 FPS all bosses restricted run, actually, which we didn't think was even going to be possible until about 8 months ago or so, when the emulator first was appearing, and people were downloading that and trying it out for the first time. And in about like 8 months or so, it's come together like very well, actually, and the game is like super playable, which is like amazing, not only for practice but like also if one day this can become like a real category. I will say that a lot of the skips and stuff are kind of scuffed and don't work the same way, but I will try my best to like replicate them as best as I possibly can. But yeah, I am ready to get the run started whenever you are, Peanut. So you can give us a little countdown and I can start the run. All right. So timer is going to start when I hit finalize contract, and we are going to get started into the game. So time will start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Okay. Bloodborne in 60 FPS. Here we go. So right away, you're going to notice that it's going to look a bit different. I promise your eyes will get adjusted to it. Your eyes will definitely get adjusted to it. It's a bit weird at first. I won't lie. 60 FPS Bloodborne is it's very weird for those of us that have spent years playing on 30 on the console. But you're gonna notice right away, actually, that a lot of the things are a bit different. A lot of the little quirks, like right here, this wolf right here will aggro like a lot faster. He's gonna like turn right away and just like go for an attack right away, which like usually like never happens that quickly. So just like small things like that are different. There's also a couple points where the game will like hang up or maybe even freeze or crash. So if I end up closing the game, that's probably why. It's to avoid a crash or some other shenanigans that the emulator does give us sometimes. But it's pretty much the standard all bosses route that you've seen many times. But I am excited to bring you guys the full 60 FPS experience today, because I feel like this is like the first time we've really ever showcase the run like this. There really isn't much different in the first 5 minutes. I will say that the first skip, the sewer skip, is like a lot easier. I don't know if anyone's tried it yet in 60, but it is like a lot easier. But other than that, like almost every other skip in the run is like harder. I don't really understand like how like they're so much harder, but the game does feel a lot different. So me grabbing our saw cleaver, huh?
Is it kind of like DS1 in that it shortens your jumps and stuff like that?
I think
from
so.
your experience.
Like, yeah, it's like it shortens your jumps a tiny bit, and that's what I assumed. But it mainly has to do with the fact that you fall faster. It's not so much that your jumps almost go the same distance, but like you fall slower. So like you'll see me doing other strats instead of like rolling off platforms. You'll see me like instead doing like running and jumping. The worst part of this run is probably Miko, because the plunge just does not work the same way. I luckily was able to lab it out a little bit, and I have something that kind of works for the plunge, but we will see how it works in this run. But yeah, coming up on sewer skip here, you'll see that it's like literally like 10 times easier. I'm just gonna run up, jump up on to... Oh, never mind. It's broken. You guys won't be able to see sewer skip anymore. Well, rip that. But the way that you would do that is you would just jump up onto like where you normally would, and you just like jump right, and then no matter what, it like always works. Like you'll just spawn up top. I don't know why it's so much easier, but you'll have to take my word for it, I guess. I'm doing the old glitchless way, huh? The old sewers run through.
You're just trying to show the sewers off in 60 FPS, baby.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So this is not normally how we would get through the sewers, but you've seen sewers skip plenty of times today, so that's okay. We'll be okay. If we don't get killed by this guy, all right. It's pretty scary. But yeah, I mean, just a bunch of little things will be different, as you'll notice throughout the run. And I think it's cool that I've spent this week kind of like preparing for what challenges the 60 FPS run will offer. I was able to actually fix almost all of them. Like it was like Miko was a problem, and then it was like Yaragul skip was a problem. Like there's just like a couple of things that are like a little bit different that you have to adjust for. But otherwise, it's completely runnable. And I hope that like when the stability gets like kind of changed, fixed, that it will be like category one day. Bye. Like gas coin. Gas players. Yeah, we'll see how this one goes. The gunshots are a bit hard to judge on. I'm guessing it's because like there goes Molotov. Flaw in this, no problem. For a double backstep here. Okay, that's fine. We'll just fish for one more. We will fish for one more. Oh. Is my stream out?
Yes. But keep going, or at least find a spot to. Don't do it mid fight or nothing.
All right. Let me see if I can fix it. Oh, it's the that's right, because it's the new OBS version. Hang on, let me see if I can restart the OBS. There's a bug on the OBS version that we're currently using that you lose access to your stream key for some reason.
Oh shit!
Find it. Yeah,
that's not good.
This one, yeah. All right, let me know if it's live now. I promise you, I did not splice that Gascoigne. I did kill Gascoigne. You just have to take my word on it.
You're back now, sir.
You're gonna have to take my word on the Gascoigne kill there. I did not splice that. Surely.
Scammed.
That was pretty close though. It was definitely a pretty close fight. But yeah, Gascoigne's most of the same. However, my Molotov flying off in the distance there was like not what I planned for. But I don't know if that's like an emulator thing or if that actually exists on console. But like I've like never really had that before, so I've always just like wrote that off as like, oh, it's just 60 FPS or whatever.
We're gonna need you to go back and do it again, sir. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we're gonna grab the old hunter set here. That way we can get the max possible defenses and beasthood as really as possible. I could rock the foreigner clothes for a little bit, but I decided that because you take generally more hits on 60 FPS due to just like memes of like enemies aggroing quicker and whatnot, that I figured I may as well just grab the armor set, not risk it, because it's not only like gunshots, it's also just like hitboxes kind of stay around for a bit longer. Orphan is like actually really punishing in 60. His weapon will just he'll swing over his head and it'll like have a hitbox underneath him for like a whole second after it lands. So lots of little quirks like that. But yeah, let's just quit out there and look at that. With the power of emulation, we're right back in it. No logos, no nothing. Right back into it. It's cool because I'm so much more incentivized to quit out on those points where it's like, oh, do I want to quit out and set through logos, or like for that, it's nice to have no logo just to kind of get myself to not risk it. So
yeah, I mean, even I was doing, I was on the back, run back to Ludwig, but doing a old marathon strat versus a run strat. That emulator essentially will not remove the need to do those type of things in theory.
Yeah, exactly. So coming up here, I'm grabbing this lamp, by the way, because coming up is Old Yarnum Skip, and it's completely different. It's like completely different on 60, and I came up with a brand new lineup for it, and it'll hopefully work. We'll see if it works. I don't know if I'm gonna land it first try or not, but I will do my best. The game is frozen. Okay, just give it a minute. The game is frozen. It's not your
It's
end.
trying real hard.
All right, we're just gonna close the game. Let's see.
Damn it, Durja.
I'll be right back. Let's see. All right. Is the game? Yeah, it's hooked on OBS. Nice. Okay, cool. So Old Yarnum Skip is completely different. Like I said, you have to run like way more left or way more right, and it's a lot more precise. Let me see if I can hit it first try here. There, I jumped too late. I think you have to like kind of delay jump off that railing. That's why I grabbed the lamp there. We lost 5 seconds to save like a minute. Worth it, in my opinion. All right, try that again. Like that. Oh, that is not gonna work. Okay, yeah. That time I slid a little bit to the right. I did go ahead and I bound my jump to the left stick, like in Dark Souls 3, because I did figure like, oh, why not run PC? But what I did not account for is all the skips that I've learned with circle jump. And yeah, we're going back to Old Yarnum now, I guess.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That you can actually bind jump on L3 now. That's another nice benefit.
It's really nice for the lectural skip. Helps out a lot. All right, let's try that again.
Miyazaki turning over in his grave.
Yes, okay, that worked. Cool. That is like a lot more precise than it. Okay. That's also a circle jump moment there. Oh, I'm gonna be forgetting so many times to do that. All right. Am I good here, or do I have to jump right away? Okay. Cool. Yeah, circle jump is definitely gonna take a while to get used to, or left stick jumping, I should say. But yeah, just going through the old-fashioned way. Actually, the spider wolf skip with the pellets does not work, according to. All right, according to that wolf, actually, according to him, it doesn't work. But yeah, on 60, you do not get enough momentum on the sandbag to pull yourself across. And you actually end up just spawning down below, according to Cookie. I don't know if it's actually true. I haven't tried it, but I will take Cookie's word for it because he probably labbed it for a very long time.
Trusting Cookie is definitely a risky proposition.
All right, let's try that again for the third time. Oh, and I did not jump again. Oh my god. Yeah, this skip is just—it's one of those ones where your old muscle memory is just really affecting it, I guess, because you have to go way more to the right than I normally go. Also, this like drop right here is a bit weird.
Just don't think, just do it.
Just do it. Oh, that was not gonna work. That's too far to the left. Yep. Oh my god.
It reminded me of like the old times when we used to do the plunge thing.
That's kind of what you want to do here. You kind of do want to plunge. I think I landed that, but I think I quit out because I wasn't confident in it. Oh, nope, we landed down here. Cool. The other really nice thing about... Dude. What is actually happening? I cannot jump for the life of me. I think it's because I'm used to circle jumping. Let me just...
I saw. I almost noticed it. Just essentially, it was like someone put a hand up at mid jump. It was like stop.
Yeah. We're finally down here into the streets of Old Yarnum, and luckily we got the pellets, so we can just go ahead and quit out here on the
every branch on the way down. Yes.
Yeah, the circle jump thing I will never get used to, by the way, because I'm probably gonna go back to console runs after this. So be back to circle jumping. But it is very nice for a couple of skips to have L3 jumped.
Have you tried wait, I think you said you tried Spider Wolf, or it's possible.
Yeah, Spider Wolf is not really viable, I don't think. I don't think Cookie has landed it.
It's difficult on 30, so I can imagine it'd be harder on 60.
Yeah. I'm going with
Got
a
the
safe
old-
strat for BSB, by the way, because I just don't want to risk having to do that all over again.
Definitely don't blame you.
Yeah. We've already spent plenty of time in Old Yarnum. Let's not spend it anymore.
Man,
Here, I'm going to go back to the Old Yarnum lamp, by the way. I won't get back to the cathedral. I'll have to warp back to the dream. Sorry, I cut you off there. What were you going to say?
Oh, I was just gonna say, it's crazy to me. Just as much Bloodborne as I've watched, it's just like it feels like everything's going at 1.25 times speed.
It really does. It really does feel like a lot different. Like I said, your eyes have to take time to adjust.
He's speeding the game up.
Yeah, I'll have to speed up the game like 1.1, like 0.01 times to see if the moderators are like paying attention.
Don't
My
put
submission.
that evil on me.
Yeah, most of this platforming here, by the way, is the same. I'm just gonna do the simple gesture to fall down. Not much of this is different at all. Did get a hard fall though. That's pretty different. I got the door skip though. That's pretty hype.
Noise.
The rare door skip, which is probably harder on 60 because there's like a tighter window to land it.
Let's go.
But coming up, we do actually have ladder warp, which is like actually a lot harder. I didn't think it was actually gonna be that much harder, but it's definitely like noticeably harder. It's like similar to the DS3 or Elden Ring ladder storage, actually, like with how difficult and tight the framing is, the timing is, the framing.
You put it in a picture frame?
I do, yeah. I whenever I landed, I took a picture and then I put it on my refrigerator to remind myself that I landed ladder warp, because it's really that hard.
It saves you 0.2 seconds. I don't know if that's true. Sounds good though.
All right.
So have you found any other differences, like damage, damage differences, anything like that?
Actually, yeah, like quite a bit, honestly. Quite a bit of like little things I've noticed in terms of like. There we go. I actually got it first try. Wow. In terms of like damage from. Oh, you know what? I need to stop spoiling. Actually, let me just stop spoiling. But yeah. Anyway, I think your meter runs out faster, and that might be causing it. But there's some things that I can't do my normal combos because it's doing like a little bit less damage.
That kind of makes. I mean, it makes sense. Like if you just think of everything running essentially, double time.
Yeah.
Things that tick would presumably tick twice.
Yeah, I wonder if your duration's also lower. I don't think it is, but everything seems the same as far as. Oh, I messed that up.
Write that down for Cookie.
Okay, this is gonna be a little bit of a scuffed Amelia fight, but my stamina is gonna be super low for this Amelia fight. I accidentally ate the pellet early. It's fine. Hopefully, it's fine.
That's kind of how I felt during my run. I was like, let's hope this works.
Okay, it's already off script. Yeah, it's already like off script as hell.
You can actually see what's happening, kind of though. Well,
You can.
until the wall gets there.
You need to fall over again, though. That's what I really need.
Amelia, calm down.
Please calm down. I need this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why was that so scary? Oh, I ate the pellet way too early there. I don't know why. I don't know what got in my head thinking that I needed the pellet early there. I did lose a lot of my vials, but there's a lot of extra pickups that you can grab along the way. Oh, you know what? Don't do that. Quit out. What am I thinking? Oh my god, my muscle memory is all out of whack.
Look at those loads, though.
It is very fast loading, and it's unironically probably a faster like RTA than doing that fight on console perfectly. Having that scuffed fight with the fast loads.
I know in the little bit I've played with the emulator, I was taken aback by how quickly you could get back into the game. Like I wasn't ready. I was
Yeah.
I was like, well shoot.
Normally you
we're
quit out,
back.
you're taking a break. You're taking like a 40-second
Taking
break.
yeah, I'm taking a big sip of my big gulp and reading a magazine.
Okay, so once we get past this door right here, by the way, the password guy, I think I have to quit out here because it does tend to lag / freeze, but it is fixed with the quit out, so I will. You know what? We're gonna see how far we can get. We're gonna push our luck today.
If you think about like Amelia Skip though, like think about it. That's like kind of where everything ends, and now you're picking new world up to load in.
That's true.
So that would make sense.
That is very true. It might be also the pacing of like how fast I'm quitting out and loading in, and also like going to new zones could also be part of it. Literally going too fast for my computer to process it.
I know that was my intent when I started messing with it. I was like, let's see if we can, break it.
Yeah.
I broke it.
It is a bit tricky to get stable, but once it is stable, it's like very, very playable. I think it's like a very good experience once you get everything working.
Yeah, I'm definitely hoping we get it more stabilized so we can put the accelerator on making emulator runs on SRC. That'd be the ideal scenario.
Don't do that. Don't do that. What are you doing?
Leveling up? What's that? I didn't know you could do that.
This is not a BL4 run, so we will be using full advantage of our levels.
So that's what that lady does. I thought she just put the house on fire.
Yep.
We're cruising though.
And before the Ivan clip of the grab into the pull, into the grab, into the pull.
It makes you appreciate the artwork though, when it's not all choppy and blurred out half the time.
Yeah, I will say not having motion blur makes this so much smoother on my eyes. Like the motion blur on base console is just crazy when you think about it. Because
I know anytime I came back from, anytime I came back from like playing an FPS game or something, you go back to Bloodborne, and you're like, my eyes.
Like, oh, my eyes. It burns, but then you get used to it. But it's like this is the same thing, except it's like the opposite feeling of like, wow, it's too smooth. I'm gonna get motion sickness. See how Parl goes here.
Oh, Parl.
Nice, got the damage there. Been missing the 1274 recently, but aimed more up on the shoulder. Very nice. In like most of my attempts on stream of this, I've had to chase Parl down and finish him off. That's good. Got that working. Ooh, actually, one more thing. Shadows freeze does not work, or at least it's like not consistent. And so most 60 FPS runs will fight shadows. Just FYI, unless there's like a different way of freezing them. I guess you could use like the fog wall freeze, but I don't know if
Say
it's even
less. Say less. I'm there.
Yeah, that part kind of like excited me for this run. Like having to fight shadows is always a cool experience. Also, hut skip is kind of funky as well. I'm pretty sure it's still possible, but hut skip is a little bit funky because you have to do like the roll or whatever, which doesn't really work because you drop faster on 60.
Oh,
So,
I see what you're saying.
yeah, this one's a bit funky as well. You can do it by running, but it's a very, very hard to like run up that. But learned that the other day. There's lots of stuff that's just like funky. It's not ever like impossible unless it's like hot skip or shadows freeze or whatever. But most things are just funky. They just aren't like straight up impossible. You take the time, you'll be able to learn it. And what makes it so like convenient is that you can just like quit out and load right back into the game. It's not like you're waiting through logos every time, which I think is what I'm most excited about for the future of like emulator Bloodborne, is just being able to learn new strats, find new skips and whatever without having the console as like a handicap on you.
Getting that IRL time save.
Exactly, yeah. So Cookie can spend even more time finding curse skips.
I don't remember exact number, but I mean, I have no logo on my jailbroke PS4, and while I never did real runs on it, like I remember timing it, and it was like, I want to say like three. It was like nothing. It was like 3 seconds ish, but like you add that up over a run, that's a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. It's like rediscovering the game all over again. Exactly. Yeah, that's been really fun. It's just like finding all the challenges that it has to offer and then trying to solve them. It's been pretty cool, actually. I'm glad I'm one of the pioneers of 60 FPS speedruns. It's a cool experience. So yeah, we're gonna be fighting shadows. Hopefully it's gonna go smoothly. I have no expectations of it going smoothly, but we're gonna hope for the best. Prefer to legendary shadows fighters like Ivan and Peanut before myself, but we'll see how this one goes.
Look at that superior camera movement, keeping them all in view.
Should be
He's done this before. Look at it.
maybe a couple of times. Just a few. All right, thankfully that went well. That was my biggest concern about fighting shadows, was like having to go all the way back and then having to like test out if the slope quit out even works on 60. That like hot skip slope quit out, but luckily we don't have to worry about that. Luckily we're just cruising. We are speed running. This Lunarium key skip, by the way, I will be taking a safer route because you'll see in here in a minute. It's going to be like a forced lag. Boom. That always happens like every time that I'm here. So I've not done the YOLO jump like ever because it's just not consistent enough, in my opinion, with that like scripted lag. So we're just going to do it the safe way.
That was like the one thing when in my emulator experience, like there was times that where you'd get some unexpected lag and you're just like,
yeah, definitely not going to work for a skip like that. It's like so precise on your exact positioning.
Like throwing RNG into your speedrun without, any benefit.
And I mean, doing it that method is not even like that much slower. Like whatever time it takes to quit out and stand up, and then just the jump when you load back in.
I'm having PTSD right now.
About ROM?
Heck these dudes. Yeah, heck these guys.
Yeah. Oh, this is weird.
You can actually see the moonlight though.
You can. Okay, this is a bit funky actually. She's super far away from me. Oh, this is cursed.
I believe.
I believe too. I believe. If I just believe hard enough, I won't die. If I just believe hard enough.
Don't stop believing.
Okay. I believed hard enough.
Let's go.
All right, on to Yargul. This area has my number on 60 FPS due to the skip being funky. However, one of my viewers, actually, a good friend of mine, came up with a very good setup for 60 FPS. I don't know how they came up with that, but it's super consistent, and I'm very glad that I asked my chat about it first before just like complaining about it. So thank you to Basic Tryhard. You are the MVP because you've saved this skip in 60 FPS pretty much.
Let's go.
I was gonna otherwise just run through it like normally because it was just not working for me like ever. It's definitely one of those funky ones, and I'm glad that we found a way to make it work. Oh shit. Nice, got it. Got the old full drop right there with the hunter's mark. All right, so we're gonna be clearing out these enemies over here, by the way, before we go for the skip, because it does make it a lot comfier. I'll have like 20 seconds or so to do the skip uninterrupted, so let's see if this works. Very cool. Then here I'm gonna do a little sprint jump off the edge because otherwise you won't be able to. That was very close HP wise. Oh my god. But yeah, you do a sprint jump off there because you can't roll. Rolling, you just fall through out of bounds. So you have to do it like that.
Very nice.
Yeah. I'm really glad this skip is alive in 60 FPS. Otherwise, it'd be just running through the area being glitchless. Yeah, we call that one the basic skip in our stream.
Basic skip.
Yep, it's pretty basic, you know.
I see.
All right, we're gonna do a little bait here with the vial on this guy. He does seem to aggro a little bit earlier than he does on console runs, but I just adjusted to his aggro range. Yeah, we're just gonna do the little jog of death, the one reborn, the very scary scramble through the streets here, and hopefully not get shot in the back. Yeah, I think we're mostly good in this part here. Yeah.
That was the one nice thing about Akimbos is I didn't have to deal with that.
So one reborn's legs are a bit scarier because they hit more frequently, I think, and also have a bigger hitbox. But luckily, don't have to worry about that because
he's Blanxz.
he is Blanxz. He's not Blanxz. I'm Blanxz. Like exploded there, but I'm fine. Corpse drop. Everything's fine. Hit from twice here. All right. Good. Very good. Oh my god. One reborn is like the claimer of marathon runs, dude. It's quite menacing to deal with on marathon runs.
I remember one tournament, I think we had like 8 runners all die there out of like, it was like half the runners.
Yeah, one reborn does not mess around at all.
It's a pretty brutal place, especially in the all bosses run, because that's like right before you level up and all that.
Yeah,
and
so it's pretty much akin to like 90% in terms of damage, so.
The Gauntlet of Shadows through Reborn is one of the gauntlets.
Now, I would say that it's over and it's more comfy now. However, Miko is the worst boss in this run, so I'm gonna hopefully get past him, and then after Miko, we can go ahead and chill out for a bit. But yeah, he is like undoubtedly, in my opinion, the worst boss in 60 FPS, and you'll see why when I get there. He just is just super funky. It just does not behave. But,
well, that sounds normal.
Yeah, that's actually his normal behavior for Miko, is to just not behave. So he's the same exact boss, I guess.
I don't even think Miko's like hard like normally, but man, he can get you. You take your foot off the gas just a little bit, and he'll punish you for it.
Yeah, for sure. Like, it's one of those fights where you don't expect it to like ruin your run. You expect it to be like, oh, it'll be DLC or it'll be, you know, this or that or like YOLO ROM or whatever. But sometimes it's just like Miko. He just punches you one too many times or pulls out the MMA gloves and just starts punching you.
Also, I didn't get a chance to mention it earlier today, but like the puppets are, I think, the only enemy that doesn't you can't rally on. Uh-oh, I think you froze.
We're frozen again.
I think you're frozen.
All right, let me
Oh, you're back.
Is it? We're back.
Or
Okay, cool.
It seems like it's back.
Okay. Sorry about the interruptions, guys. It's around this time of day. Yeah, it's around this time of day where we have some pretty rough connections. It is what it is. The run continues.
Oh, good. I refreshed your stream. You should
be
back.
Just gonna quit out here. Now, the problem with quitting out here, by the way, is that the area coming up is notorious for lagging and like freezing my game. So I'm gonna try to like dodge both the enemies in the game and the enemies in the emulator to make sure we don't crash. That should be good though. It's just 2 quit outs for the most part.
That lizard man coming at you at 60 doesn't look very fun.
Yeah.
Heat-seeking missile.
And that is why I just quit out, because I don't want to deal with that. That is insane. Okay. We're fine.
We're fine.
We are fine, chat. We're doing okay. Man, this game is not happy. It's not happy today, I swear. There's something wrong with it.
Edgar, calm down.
Yeah. I mean, I've never had a problem with that strafe before. I think it could be because I'm quitting out, like, before it, just to avoid a crash. So it's, like, affecting it in some way, but... I'm gonna have to heal here, which I don't want to do because I'm super low on vials, but I'm gonna have to heal anyway, just to make sure I can do the Mikolash phase 1 correctly. I'm gonna grab this as well.
Pick some up in mid-fight too.
Yeah. Lots of pickups. It's not a big deal to be short on vials, but man, is it rough when you're only at 3 going to one of the hardest fights. I will say phase 1 is perfectly normal. Phase 1 does not change at all. The only thing I will say is puppets are more likely to come into the room. But other than that, it's kind of normal. Like, it feels the same. So let's see how this goes. I'm going to kill this one because this one has a tendency of... Never mind. Never mind. Hopefully he does not come into the room with me. We'll see. We'll see. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, guys. Don't you worry. Yeah, see, he's not even coming into the room. It's totally fine. Okay. He's being a good puppet. Very nice. Thank you. All right. So nothing's different there. However, like I mentioned about like the meter ticking faster, by the way, I normally do a running attack L1 here. I'll show it off. So you do a running attack L1, and well, it actually killed there. But it's supposed to not kill because the tick rate of the pellet is just like a lot faster on 60. I think the reason why it maintained was because I did an L1 on the puppet before I entered the room, but that's besides the point. Phase 2 is completely different. I'll show you why in a minute here. He's going to go through the mirror, and then he is going to be in his normal spot, and I'll show you guys what I do. It's really scuffed, but let's see if it works. All right, he behaved. Wow. He behaved really well.
Nice. I like the whole shooting to get him running jump. Like
yeah, that's the best thing I've come up with for how to deal with that. You can also run jump instead of rolling, and that'll you can actually like flatten him with the plunge, but I think it's less consistent because it's just like relying on the jump angle being correct. So very well behaved Nico though. Very
Nice.
well behaved. And this is another part that crashes my game. I'm gonna just test it though, because I don't want to like quit out here because it does make the lanterns weird.
The people want to see you break the game.
There's plenty of that going on. Don't worry. All right. Let's see. I normally crash around like right here. Okay, it looks like we're good. It's like as soon as you enter the lantern's like garden or whatever you want to call this, it's just there it is. Yep. Oh, never mind. Oh, we're like at 10 FPS, but we're still fine. It's hard to control my character, but it's fine. This is not normal. That's what I'm talking about.
I can't control my character, dude.
It literally makes
it's just going back to normal.
Yeah, it's just normal Bloodborne at that point. Yeah, the lantern's like garden is just not, it does not work the same way on 60, unfortunately. It's just one of those spots where it's just super prone to crashes and freezes, but luckily it didn't crash. I'm glad I was able to still get the gem and get out, because sometimes like a crash can super like disorient you, because you're like, oh, you know, I'll load back in right where I was, but you end up loading back in like 20 seconds previously, and you're just like, wait, where the hell am I?
All right, it's just caching it for later. Moon Presence gonna sumoplex you right out of the.
Yeah, exactly. it'll crash on Gehrman, then when I load the moon, it'll just like do like the jump instantly. Just little funky moments like that. Oh my god! You guys see that shadow?
No, because he was a shadow. I'm just curious. Are you running this on 720 or like did you up the res to 1080?
1080. Yeah, this is 1080. I think 1080 is supposed to be native. That's why I just tried to just go for native.
I see. I'm just floored at how clear it looks.
I am too.
It's like going from SD to HD.
Exactly.
All over again.
Yeah. Exactly. I think part of it is having no motion blur. That's why it feels so clear.
It's like watching a football game from the early 90s and then watching one today.
Yeah. Like you're watching it on like a Game Boy Advance.
Oh my gosh, this has color.
That's never happened to me, and it happened today.
Oh. Yep, that's I've had that happen. That's not.
I tried to roll too.
Yeah,
like,
you like can't.
Okay. It might be
That's
even tighter on 60 too. It might be like the window might be even tighter to roll there. But yeah, that's
like I think once he hits you with that first one, you're pretty much hosed, or at least from my experience. That's all right though.
I did not grab the pellet, so I'll have to grab extras before I go to Amy. So we'll do cord summons before Amy on this run. Need to get the 6-pack though, the pellets. In the hut, in the Pizza Hut. We'll use this.
The
now.
other hut, because not the one you skip, but the other one.
Are they huts? Or are they shacks? Or are they abodes? Or are they bungalows? Or are they?
They could be hostels.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Hostels.
Imagine if I got here and then it turned out that I think it was like one of the shadows just like had my souls and I just like killed them. That'd be pretty annoying.
I don't know. This is kind of a not, I'd say, lesser known thing, but if it like enemy picks up your, you don't see it in speedruns so much, but like, you know, enemies can pick up your echoes, but if you quit out, they'll actually drop them.
Really?
Yes, it's actually you can pick them back up but you got to be quick. Like if they're right on top of them, they might just suck them up.
They're just like suck
in
them up
load
again.
in.
Yeah.
But if they're not right underneath them, like you can actually pick them back up. I pulled that off on Brain Ladies before.
All right, we're back into nurse. Hopefully we can
Is
get
she
a better
floating?
fight. She is floating. Yes, I did notice that. It is very odd, but yeah, she's a bit above ground, you would say.
It reminds me of that one. There's that merchant in the middle of Sin's Keep that if you angle your camera right, he's levitating to make him look taller.
You know, that kind of technology in real life.
Or maybe he's just got invisible platform shoes. Who knows?
This is a very misbehaved nurse, by the way. Going into no pellet territory here in a minute.
Oh, nice. Well, you answered my question.
The nightmare
About to
dodge
ask.
still possible?
Yeah, I was going to ask if it's possible or if you've seen it yet.
Yes, it is. I just kind of like free him now. I didn't really expect to land it or anything.
That's the way I like to do it. Up and keep the gap closed. That way you can go right back into attacking. That skybox is actually cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just gray.
Sorry, I was eating pineapple. I was eating SpongeBob's house.
Orphan's gonna get you for that one.
You know what? We're gonna have to level up here because I realized that I'm gonna be going to the woods, so I'm gonna have to level now. That way, when I get the cord, I don't have to lose all my echoes. Really good. Thankful I caught myself because I had a run where I had 32 strength, I think, for the entire run, and it was awful. Bloodbornium. Whoa. Does anybody here like Bloodborne? Are there any Bloodborne fans? I wonder if there's any. It's got to be at least 3, right?
At least 2.
Yeah. Bloodbornium. Indeed. See, we're playing this now. That way, when there's an official PC announcement on the anniversary, they're like, wow. I mean, there it is. There's the demo right there.
They're like, heck, Blanxz got an early copy.
Yeah. And we're gonna grab the 6-pack there. I will do cave skip, even though it is probably better to not do it at this point. See how it goes. Cave is definitely a bit different, which is why I wanted to do it to like show it off. It's like this part's most of the same with the running across the gravestones. Let me stop explaining it. Let me actually just do the skip. And this part right here is the tricky part. I don't know what's different about it, but it feels different, and that's why. Because I think it's because there's like a smaller window to land on these gravestones right here. Like I think on 30, there's like a small window where you can just roll, but you actually like don't have that much of a window to roll. I think I just didn't roll soon enough. But we will go for it again.
Now I want to know who named this skip because, like, you know, it's called cave skip, but you don't even skip the cave. Like, whose fault's that?
I don't know, man. You skip into the cave. Does that count? Cave in skip?
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Forbidden Woods
skip.
Cave in skip. That's what I would call it. Let me quit out here.
Cave skip trapdoor.
The trapdoor, yeah, because there's a little like pixel on the ground that's like brown. It looks like a trapdoor. There you go. All right, let's try that again. This time I'll go a little more to the left, so we'll go like this. There we go. Okay, that one's a little bit tighter on 60 for sure for my testing. I've tried different angles. That seems like the best angle to me, but you're at risk of landing inside of the gravestones and just dying. So glad we got it there. Glad we could show it off. That's why I didn't skip the cave skips. I just wanted to make sure that it was shown off, I guess.
This would be a good point to see if it. Do you only have to heal once on there?
Normally you have to heal twice, but I could be
Or I
wrong
meant
about that.
just to not die. I meant
Just to not die, I think you'll have to heal once on console.
that should
So it
be
might
the
be
same then.
Yeah.
It seemingly is the same.
Yeah. I'm running really low in vials though, by the way, which is kind of bad, but we'll be fine. There's extras in the DLC. Just got to make it there first, you know?
Can someone direct me towards the DLC?
There is no DLC for this game. It's all hidden in Canehurst.
Canehurst isn't real.
Exactly, so that means there's no DLC. Yeah, so we're gonna grab the summons here. Shout out to that run that I had. That was like pretty good, but I forgot to grab the summons, and I got to the carriage. And I'm like, wait, where is it? Where's my carriage? And then turned out I forgot to grab the summons. So shout out to that run, telling me to never forget to grab the summons, or else you'll just lose an hour of progress.
I remember my first playthrough trying to find, like, I got the summons and I'm reading it, and it's like, tells you to go to the so and so place, and it's like where it's pretty. It's not. I don't know. You have to like read between the lines to figure out where it is. Because definitely, and you have to like kill witches before it works.
Oh, I didn't know you had to kill witches first. That's pretty interesting.
You
actually.
do. I don't remember who was trying to do Ligarius without witches, but yeah, we found that out. It was like, yep, that sucks.
Probably in some like Logarius % run or something like
Well,
that.
Granted, it's like most of the time you're going to be doing all the bosses, but.
Okay, so
right.
lecture all skip is
Infamous.
a lot harder. It's very tight. It's very precise, and I'm gonna hope that I get it within the amount of tries that it takes to actually save time. But as you'll see, I'll get up super high, and I'll just fall down because I won't have enough momentum. It is possible. I've done it many times. However, it's just very, very precise, and that's why I went ahead and took the liberty of binding my jump to L3. It's just a lot better for something like this because I'll just get like rolls over and over again if I don't buffer the sprint correctly. So gonna see how long this takes. Just gotta believe. Oh my god, that was so close, dude. You can just see when it's like rejecting you. The game's just like, no. Go back to 30.
Miyazaki says no.
Yeah.
Get back
Just
down.
go back to 30. If it takes too long, like if I don't get it in the next like, minute or two, I'll just go around. But it's not something I would do in a run. I think I would just walk around in a run because it's just not consistent enough. Yeah, it'll just bring you right back down to reality as soon as you get your hopes up that you're gonna land it. So I just assume that none of them are gonna make it.
Set the bar low so you're only, that's a good way to go frame it.
Yep. We're gonna get this eventually. I believe.
Lose some weight, character. Get on the slim fast.
There we go. That should work. Now that we've lost like a full minute to that skip instead of just running around. We showed it off. Let's go. It's possible. It's possible, but it's not.
Anything is possible. Does it still lag there after that?
Does it still lag there?
Like on console after you open the door, the first door, and you're walking towards the exit. I know it used to lag on console.
I don't
like in the hallway.
I don't remember it lagging for me, but it does not lag on PC. So literally PC better confirmed.
What? PC Master Race.
You can't play Bloodborne on your PC.
Jeez, that fall looked so fast.
Yeah. Your character weighs like 2 tons, dude. I swear. Your gravity is just so
You were
heavy.
like falling twice as like you were already 3/4 of the fall through before you even loaded in. Good old train wreck
Look at
Bella.
that damage. Oh my goodness. Why was that more damage than I normally am used to there? What the hell?
That's insane.
I feel like that's more damage than you're supposed to deal there. Did I like get
The
it?
number, the number looked right, but it definitely, I don't know. I don't remember a sliver like that.
Yeah, it's normally like just enough health for the extended one to kill.
New strats.
Just simply have your frame rate drop just below 60 so you get a double hit. Easy.
Not like FromSoft would like tie things to frame rate. No,
They
wouldn't do
never
that.
have, and they literally never will. Literally not once.
Now we've got an upper cathedral ward. Now why don't they call the other one lower cathedral ward?
Why don't they call it the lower cathedral ward? I don't know. I mean, it's just the default cathedral ward, I guess.
Oh,
The upper one's special. That's got to be why. There's something here. There's something here that they don't want to tell you about. They don't want to. They don't want you to know about.
I wouldn't want to tell. I wouldn't want to tell nobody what's up there either.
There is something up here. And it's like
macaroni face.
some scary men with crow masks and wheelchairs. That's pretty scary. It's our first impression of the area. Got some fog ambience going here. Surely this area is like completely safe, right? I wonder if these guys are nice. I wonder if these travelers are friendly. I don't think they're friendly. All right, I don't like this place anymore. I want to go home.
I want to go home.
I already don't like it here.
Now what about the old orphanage key skip? How's that on the old
I think
60?
I think it's mostly just the same. I'm partially biased. I've spent a lot of time doing this skip.
I forgot. All bosses, that guy just dies.
Yeah, the bouncer just gets one tapped pretty much. Yeah, I mean it feels the same to me. It feels like the same skip. Nothing different there. Maybe his aggro is a bit different. Maybe his aggro is a bit quicker or slower. But the way that I do it just works on 60. So.
It's definitely fast.
I haven't noticed a difference yet. Eat the pellet early for the jelly
Look at this guy. Not even aware.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want to mess with a hunter with a big cleaver eating a pellet of beast blood to deal more damage to them.
Like, look at this guy.
Pretty
He's
scary
literally
to me.
eating a ball of... Won't say that. Ball of poo. I'm sure that's probably what it tastes like. They don't look too nice.
Okay, I'm gonna do plan B. It's already not working.
Oh.
Yeah, we're doing plan B. It's not gonna happen.
Jelly beans.
Underrated boss, by the way. Super underrated in terms of like difficulty in a speedrun. Because they do not play.
But yeah, as soon as you underestimate them, that's a wrap.
They actually want you to underestimate them. That's why they thrive off that. They're like, oh, I'm so little. I'm just a little.
Here,
blue
I've
jelly
got
bean."
candy.
Yeah. My head is made out of candy. I'm not scary. And then you just get one tapped.
I feel like this is one of the most underappreciated boss arenas. It's really that once you you look around, it's pretty dope aesthetically. Boss, not so much. Heck this boss.
Heck this boss indeed. Yeah, so that's good little macaroni head. I'm sure you guys have seen that strat many of times today. But yeah, that's about it for the
Hey, we can
base
go to
game,
the
guys.
chalices now.
Woo!
All
go.
trophies. 60 FPS.
Yeah, I haven't even tried any chalice dungeons yet. I've heard there's some like crashing issues there, but I haven't even tried that yet, so I can't confirm.
You might be able to actually see.
True.
That was probably my only complaint with the chalice dungeons, other than just not really being fully fleshed out. Was a lot of them looked the same, and that was, just walls, concrete stone walls.
Where am I going? Oh, Clark Beast. Okay.
Nah, don't worry about him. He's not.
He's not a real boss. It's all bosses, not all beasts.
Bosses
like
plus
enemies.
mini bosses.
Yeah. Exactly. He's a mini boss. Yeah, that's exactly correct.
Was this all memories or something? Just kidding. Not
all
trying to throw
rare.
shade at our Sekiro brothers and sisters.
All bosses we want to fight, and none of the ones we don't want to fight.
I almost feel like they did that on purpose, though. It's like they knew that we called them bosses, and they're like, nope, we're going to fuck them up.
Here comes mini bosses.
And that, well, Elden Ring kind of did the same thing, I guess, right? With the...
Yeah.
They got bosses and then the big bosses. No spoilers on the DLC, though. I haven't played it yet.
Well, you see, there's this guy.
I'm muting. All right. How many hits does it take, chat?
To get the center of a
To get to
Clark
this-
Beast.
Yeah.
Good question. Apparently 6, because I didn't kill him with that one.
100. Might want to level up. It's
Yeah,
normally
so that's
what?
player-
It's like normally 5, which is in BL4 it's 9, which is like kind of wild if you think about it. It's like
I think that's right. I didn't level up my weapon. Oops.
make sure you do that.
Make sure you go to +10. That's very important.
Well, actually, I've seen a lot of runs go +9. Actually,
That's true, and you'd be right. However, we
Heck
are
that.
not making use of yeah, heck that. We're not making use of hot skip, so that route is not really viable on 60 FPS, at least for now. I assume at some point hot skip will become possible. It'll just become like some super toxic skip, and we'll be doing +9 in this category as well. But for now, for this run, I decided to prep just like a comfy
You have to
+10 route.
you got to do it behind your back.
Yeah, controller behind the back. You have to have one eye blindfolded.
Hop on one leg.
Yeah. You must have incredible balance to do that then. For an hour and a
Now
half straight.
again, yeah, we're gonna have to just make this quick little, like, just another plea for Cookie or somebody. Find a way to skip this part. This part sucks. We got to run up here
Find a
twice.
way to skip this part. Yeah, I agree. Skip the dial. Skip the bouncer right here. He sucks.
Like, airdrop us in by the roof on the second go. We'll just drop in.
Fly above the cathedral. Yeah. Just like go to where like Abby is, because Abby is like right above the Amelia arena, and just like
I always like
slide in
wanted, like, I mean, it never really was possible. Maybe now, but like, you, like, go to Ebrietta or you're like above Amelia's arena, and like, but don't kill Amelia, and like go and just like see her down there either
Just look
alive
at her,
or
yeah.
whatever. We see the bloody crow down there. He's just like
Uh-oh.
shoots you with his whatever repeating pistol and kills you in half a shot.
Half a shot. I haven't heard of that before.
Well, it's like the repeating pistol shoots 2 bullets, but he only
That's
needs
true.
1. So
it is half a shot. It's just 1 bullet.
he's that good.
Mm-hmm.
Now that'd be a mini boss, though, if you actually want to talk about mini boss. Sharks, that'd be a mini boss,
Oh no! Oh my god.
I believe. Oh, okay. That's what that was for.
I punched.
Punch in the
Not
air.
intentional.
Heck.
Yeah, hack the air right there. Grab the survivals there. I need them. We're back up. We're like stabilized now, vials wise. I'm pretty sure because we have 15 for DLC and endgame. That's pretty standard. Oh, you know what? Let me actually put on my fire paper. I didn't remember to do that. That would be important.
Nah. Just a faster death animation.
Is that enough damage? I don't know if it's enough damage. Well, we'll find out.
Could be. Look clean to me.
Ooh. Yeah, I was just worried about the fire there because it kind of helps me like determine when I should start swinging with my weapon. Like after the knockdown there, just like using the fire paper is just part of the strat, so it always helps you out to like have that animation to play out before you can hit it again. Just very
Very
comfy
clean.
to do it that way. Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, and the DLC, I can't really think of a whole lot that's different besides just like the skips. Ludwig was perfectly normal there. We're doing the same run up through the research hall.
We're gonna need to see the research hall skip.
I don't know if that's
possible. The jump on the railing one. Like
yeah,
dudes
yeah.
do that one. You probably jump and just fall straight to the bottom.
Yeah, I was actually playing around with it the other day. I don't know if it's possible, but this quit out here works. I'm pretty sure. I haven't been killed by it yet, but these enemies do aggro a bit faster than on console, but it does still work. It's nice. This guy, he might aggro. I think he aggroes differently. He might aggro a bit later. I don't know why, but that one's a bit like comfier. Okay, right there. And then these guys are most of the same. I did not mean to do that. What's up with my R1 button, dude? Why am I pressing my R1 button?
You're just so aggressive.
I'm just trying to swing at everything. I guess.
Aggressive.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, that guy is doing the slow attack all day today.
He just enjoys being slow. He's not a speedrunner, so.
I guess he's not in a hurry. That's for dang sure. Dang, is it really that dark up there?
Yeah, it's super dark. I don't know why it's this dark, but yeah.
Whoa.
Right
the rat almost didn't make the jump.
He's heavy too. He's experiencing the Jupiter gravity for himself as well. All right, I'm gonna go full HP here because I just don't trust the opener.
I don't trust that invisible hunter either.
Yep. He's been instantly active once or twice for me, which is pretty scary.
All right. It's Twitch chat. Lamo. Just kidding, guys. We love you. I didn't really get a chance to mention it, but like, these guys seem so easy, and they are relative because you can spawn camp them. But like, you know, there is a little bit of technique to it. You gotta have good timing. But these guys are, you wouldn't notice it on so much on the all boss runs, but like, I know on BL4, like, that's actually one of the two, like, 2 pellet fights. Like these guys are tanks, so it really is astounding how much damage you can do.
Oh yeah.
It's really nice once you get all leveled and all that.
I mean, it's
Like, they
funny because
probably-
like the damage doesn't look great, but you look at the health bar and it's like 4,000 damage per combo or whatever. So it's like a combined of like 20k plus.
Then you got to just sit there and wait on them.
Mm-hmm.
Heckin' slow guys. We're trying to go fast here.
All right, Maria is a bit weird, bit funky. We'll see if it's relatively similar this time around, but I've noticed that it's a bit weird.
Behave.
Yeah. Please behave. That would be ideal.
What in the world?
Okay.
That explosion. What?
That was
Those
scary.
effects.
Yep.
Those effects are. Whoa.
Yeah. It makes the game.
That's a lot.
A lot. Yeah. It's very sketchy.
No wonder the game chugs. Are you all right, Maria?
It's trying to render all that at the same time. Yeah. I'm glad you guys got to see that. That's really funny.
That was wild. I'll be honest. I have not seen 60, or I haven't even seen Emulator and DLC, let alone 60. So that's new for me.
I'm debating whether or not I should grab the lamp before the Hamlet skip. I probably should. I think I will, because Orphan, I didn't mention it yet, but Orphan parries are a lot tighter. Like, by a lot tighter, I mean probably like half. Like, you have half as many frames to parry him as on 30. So it's going to be a bit of an experience. I won't lie to you guys. Also, the skull hit me there, which never happens. So already on a good sign. But we're gonna make it through, okay? We are gonna make it through. I promise. We'll do it together.
We'll hold hands.
Yeah, hopefully we can get to this lamp before I have to scream like these dogs do. Alright, cool. We should be well on our way.
It's raining. See, everybody gives DS2, flack for having the Iron Keep above the forest, and then we've got an ocean above a clock tower. So I don't think we can talk much.
I mean, you can kind of write off the clock tower as like it just being all like a nightmare, right?
Oh yeah. I forgot. That's my what's the word? My excuse, backup, primary excuse. It's a dream.
Yeah.
Doesn't
None of
have
it
to make
happens.
sense.
Yeah.
DS2 mentioned. That means DS2 is a cult. I guess perk up. Let's go.
Let's see how this goes. So I have a bit of a lineup here. It's not consistent, but it kind of works. Found it today. It's pretty neat. Gonna do one more.
It's looking nice. Look at this guy.
We're so back, guys. We're so back.
Sorry. That's my internet.
We're so back.
Not Comcast this time.
Not Comcast. I am ready to go whenever, by the way. So if you'd like me to just pick it up again,
Yeah, go
and
for
start
it.
Going. Cool. Yeah, let's get right
Timer's
back
still
into it.
rolling.
Yeah.
The timer that doesn't matter is still rolling.
Wait, did I get I got the skull, didn't I? Okay. All right, very cool. So, like I was saying about the Orphan Parry strat, it's like different in some regard. Like, I think it's probably a bit later than you normally would. I don't know why I just rolled off that platform. Okay. Shaking off the rust. No big deal. Buy 5 of these, and the rest can go into. Oh yeah, I need one of these, and then the rest can go into bolts. All right. So, like I was saying, I found a lineup today. Actually, I was very happy that I was able to get that because even the backstabs weren't working correctly. The backstabs, they were just you would hit them, you would hit Orphan in the back the second time, and it wouldn't crit. Like he would just get back up instantly. Like I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about if you've like done this strat before, but he just wouldn't get crit by the second backstab, which was making me not want to do backstabs either. So
He was
really
getting
glad
up
that I
too
found a way to
quick.
get parries. Yeah. It might be because his like downtime, like he doesn't have enough downtime on 60.
He's like, you think this double gravity affects me?
Yep. It's crazy because he actually is like one of the only bosses that like is not affected by the 60 FPS in terms of like him being nerfed or whatever. Maybe because he's the one that's making the world twice as heavy. Is that like lore or something like that?
Water's heavy, right? He's
Yeah,
born in water,
that's true.
so water element. It's bad. I feel like this is like the first time being able to see in Los Angeles.
True.
It's kind of a, well, not a shame, but like, you know, just the effects in Bloodborne are so cool and like lifelike in that they get kind of stunted by 30. You don't get to appreciate them as much. Like the bolt
Yeah.
and the fires, papers, like I always liked that the Bloodborne versions versus say other games.
Yeah, the effects are
D-
great. And they
DS2 where
stand
you
out.
you get a purple great sword lollipop.
They definitely stand out on 60 FPS, and I mean, I feel like the only downside I would say is just that everything reacts differently. But if there is like a proper remastered port, I think it might be like better than this in some regard. But
I'd hope
I don't know
so.
too much about the technical side of things. Yeah, at least it wouldn't crash as much, hopefully. But yeah.
I gave you $60 for this.
I think this area also has like a freeze slash slowdown slash like lag. So I hope I don't get it. But what'll happen is I'll freeze and then I'll like, yep, here it is. And then I'll just jump forward. Yep. There it is. It's an absolute classic. It's an emulator moment.
He just went through the slipstream.
I just skipped. I just zipped. So I just skipped like 4 seconds of running. Save some time. When are we gonna like downgrade our PCs so that we can run and
Run
just
like PS1
zip all over the
graphics.
place? Yeah.
You got Gascoigne's just looks like Steve from Minecraft.
That'd be pretty terrifying. I'm not gonna lie. Just some like low poly model. Just like that. Yeah. There's a mod, Nexus mods. I think it's like Bloodborne like dollar store version or whatever, and it downgrades the graphics quite a bit. I haven't tried it though, but I imagine the visuals look pretty funny.
That sounds like a good cursed meme run.
Yeah. From the dollar store version for a bit. Yeah, so we're doing the classic run through Hemwick because we do have to kill the witches, which I learned today. They have to kill witches to go to Ligarius. So, you know, the more you know. Today I learned.
I'm pretty sure that's right. I don't want to put 100% stamp on that one. I'll give it like 98.
98.
Pretty sure that's right.
That's good enough for me. You know what? That's good enough for me. Wait, SoulsSpeedruns is live? Wait, hold on.
What?
Are we live?
Crazy.
Holy.
Thank you, Stream Elements.
Thought we were just talking in Discord the whole time. Didn't know we were live.
My bad. You were doing so good, I had to put it out there. Got to let the people see it. Got to give the people what they want.
And what they really want is for me to die in witches, right?
No, I already did that.
Oh, okay. So anyway, you've already exhausted that. Cool. So there's no way that I'll die.
You don't want that. You don't want that.
Okay. Get rid of the peanut, guys. No witches death. And if I do die, it's his fault.
Yes. It's an exclusive club. But you don't want to be part of it. We do not have cookies.
There it is. That's the hardest fight in the game.
Oh, does the barrel work? Hey.
Barrel does indeed work.
Barrel works at 60. Let's go. Load in and you shoot out to the moon. Just.
You like fly out from the barrel and you just like, you like launch yourself up.
Rocket Man.
All right.
The home stretch.
Yeah, the hidden castle that nobody's ever been to. This is like exclusive footage, like world's first ever seen, by the way. Nobody's ever been here, ever. I just stumbled upon this area. Let's see what's inside. Okay, it's a door that opens on its own. It's pretty cool. This area looks cool. It's like a castle. Wow, that's pretty cool. What else is in here?
There's an awful lot of doors in this game that, you know, open without people.
That's weird. What you think. Maybe there's like a guy on the other side that's like pulling a lever or something like that.
True. It's one of those jelly bean emissaries underneath the floor, just going, pulling all the trap doors.
So this guy coming up with the rapier, I don't think you can strafe him. I tried it a couple of times, like the little strafe where you just run a little bit to the left. That one does not really work on that guy, so I'm just gonna shoot him. 60
FPS gets him a little bit extra reach, eh?
That or he just attacks faster. I can't tell if it's a 60 FPS thing or an emulator thing. Could be either. Like I mentioned, the wolf at the start of the game aggro's a little bit faster. It's like the same idea there. He just probably aggro's a bit faster.
You just gave him this crossover, just pop pop.
That's true. I also missed the jump there. Yeah.
Long jump champion. Heck, those books.
Even on Jupiter, you can still jump that far. Pretty impressive.
Let her see you.
I would never. I'd also never get grabbed by the gargoyle. Or blasted off the rooftop by the gargoyle, I guess.
The K-Dub Doyle?
Yeah.
Doyle? I don't know. I don't know if I've ever had that happen either. But I always do that right there. I go down immediately because I'm like, nope.
Yep. Seen it way too many times.
Nope.
That little drop right there on the rooftop, by the way, is a little bit different. You can't just like YOLO it because you'll just fall and die because you're literally on Jupiter. So gotta go a bit to the right there and then drop off. All right, let's find out what Santa Claus has to offer. Does he have presents for us? Let's find out. What you got? What you got, buddy? Oh, there we got one of those. That's pretty cool.
I asked for a pony.
Don't want one of those. That's not really my wish list.
You know, four-wheeler ATV.
Yeah.
Hummer H1.
That was relatively tame as far as luxuriouses go. That was pretty chill for the most part. This run's been pretty chill for the most part. I feel like the game has been a little bit merciful to me. Like, besides the old Yarnum stuff, it's been very merciful to me, which is always good to see
Uh-oh.
these marathon
I
runs.
hear the cops. They're coming for you. You're too fast.
Uh-oh. Ah. Gotta get this run done quickly then.
So
All right.
they said this guy is speeding.
Gotta write him a ticket. Well, he's gonna slow it down for me. Here's the police right here. Put your hands up.
Freeze! Put your hands where I can see them. Oh.
Oh, I didn't crit.
He just went straight into it. Huh.
Okay, so the pellet will probably not last the entire moon prep. So hopefully we would get the opener still to work properly.
Uno mas.
You know what? That still worked out. That was okay. All right, that
Nice
should be
job.
time right there. And let's see what the IGT is. It's a 116. Let's go. Yeah, not the cleanest run. I've gotten I think like a 109 was like the best time I got practicing for this event past week or so. But yeah, that is Bloodborne done in 60 FPS. Thank you so much, Peanut, for having me on.
Thank you for having me on. It was fun to watch. It was great.
Yeah, always have fun doing these kinds of events. I mean, yeah, thank you everyone else for being around, being cool, the community and whatnot, putting together these events. It looks like we have, what do we have up next? We have a bingo run, I think, up next, right?
That is correct. We got a bingo run with Vulgar and BLT.
Oh, cool.
And we got a video in the intermission. So, and I must say that all these clip compilations today were made by BLT. Blood, sweat, and tears were put into him. So, give him a round of applause for him. He thought he did a great job.
They call him Blood, Sweat, and Tears, New Jersey.
That's right.
All right. Well,
all right.
That'll be all for me, guys. Enjoy the rest of the marathon. And yeah, thank you guys again. Appreciate it.
We will see you back shortly, everybody.